So hey guys, I hope you're doing good. So my name is Rashan, as you may already know, and today's video is pretty different. It just just like a documentation of what has happened today, and I really wanted to share this. So everybody knows what it's about when it comes to getting results with advertising and how things actually work behind the scenes, right? So a quick backstory before I delve into the topic. I had a chat with one of my clients that started working with our agency last month. I don't want to mention the brand name and everything, but yes, it was a clothing brand, right? So we started working last month, which was August, and this month is September. Actually, not in August. It was September 1st, so August end basically. So we started working just 1 month ago, and today we had to end that partnership, right? So it's pretty heartbreaking, and it's something that I absolutely hate. But I had to do this for this one, right? So what happened is that before we brought on the client, the clothing brand, we basically went over their ad accounts, did the audit, we pretty much analyzed all of the numbers ins and outs, and we were confident that we are going to deliver the results. But on the call, when we basically signed them up, I made it very clear to the client that do you have a strong creative capacity? And he said yes, which is awesome. Then I asked him, do you have that ability to provide us with creatives when we need them? And he was like, yes, you can give me the samples, you can tell me what are the kind of creatives that you want for the ads, which are basically working at the current situation. And he said he is ready to provide. But when we started working, first week, second week, we just went with the creatives that he already had. And then we told him that these creatives are not working very well. So, as promised, please provide us with the creatives. Here are the samples. And he just did not agree. And it was a, I hate to bring on this type of clients, and I try to avoid these type of people as much as possible. But somehow, sometimes it's just hard to identify in the first few, minutes of us talking. And so what happened is we asked him like, oh, we need this type of creators, we need these, this, and that. And he was like, so you guys are telling me that you cannot deliver results? Like, what? We can deliver the results, which is why we are asking you this type of creators. And he was like, no, you have to work with what I have already given and deliver me the results. And bear in mind, this guy already worked with three different agencies in the past, and none of these agencies were able to deliver him the results. And I can pretty much see why. So when he gave that excuse, and I was like, God, man, like you have worked with three different agencies in the past, and all have not been able to deliver. And trust me, this creatives is the only bottleneck for a brand. If we could get this out of the way, scale to 50K in monthly revenue, easy. And he was just not very convinced, and pretty much had asked us to work with what we already had. And one thing about us is that we are very clients customer focused type of agency, and when we work with someone we want to deliver the best results, and mediocre results are just not worth the time. So I made it clear, right? It was not like an option to continue working with him because we specifically had that performance deal in place, and we were confident on our service. But if we do not get what's needed, then there's no point. So the reason why I mainly recorded this video is because this is kind of like a lesson to you guys as well. Trust me, if your ads currently are not working, the only thing you have to first fix is the creatives. If you can do that, 90% of the time you're going to start seeing sales. Bear in mind, I'm assuming that you already have the foundations, but if you do not have the foundations, there is a point, right? So you have the foundations, you have everything in place, but you're not performing with ads. It's the creatives. And if you have fixed the creatives and still have not been able to scale past that, then there's like deeper things, right? So again, go back to the proven your existing ideal customers, fix those foundational things, fix your website, optimize it, build some credibility for the brand, test the waters and see if your customers are actually liking it. But if you have some sales coming in, creatives is what you need to fix. So that's like the biggest tip I've given you right now. That's the secret. And yeah, so pretty much, guys, do not think that there's some magic formula to it. Yes, you have to go through that media buying process, the advertising process. There are a bunch of variables, but if you want to get the highest return on one thing, if there was one thing that I would tell you, that would be creatives, right? That's the biggest lever you can pull in order to see some really crazy results right away without having to do much. So yeah, I hope the video was pretty insightful and it was more of like a documenting kind of video. So yes, I hope you found some value out of it. So take care and bye.